Hi, this is Trevor, and on the very first episode of iRepair, we will be taking a look at the SanDisk Sansa. This is a neat little MP3 player by SanDisk. This is the 2GB version, as you can see. Similar are the 4GB, which is the E260, and the 8GB, which is the E280. All identical in appearance. You can see that this is quite similar to an iPod Nano. You can see this one for comparison. About the same dimensions, it's a little bit thicker. You can see the screen's bigger, but the Nano has much better resolution on its screen. It has a few extra functions you won't see on the iPod Nano. This button right here is to activate a microphone. Over here, you actually have a mini SD slot, so theoretically you can hold an infinite number of songs with a number of SD cards. This unit is not actually working. I picked up a lot of broken electronics I bought off eBay. Let's see if I hit the power button down here. It'll power up shortly, tell me that the battery is low, and then power down. You see on the back there are 4 little screw holes. Start by Alright, now that's done. Actually should probably remove the power source. Makes it a little bit less interesting, but it's probably necessary. And I believe no use for the pry tool here. We can just pull this apart by your hands. And the seams comes apart pretty simple. There's only a couple little hinges on to keep it on, so once the screws are removed, it just pops right off. You can see here's the battery. Let's see. Appears to come out this way. This is pretty nice compared to the iPod, which does not have a user serviceable battery. See, this is a 3.7 volt, 750 milliamp battery. Lay it down. Alright. With that removed, we really can't see much else, but there are 4 more screws on each corner to take out. Alright. Alright, there we go. Now we should be able to remove the inner casing. Let's see. I'll go ahead and pick up my pry tool right here. Oh yeah, it pops right off. That. Alright. And we see the front panel. It has 4 buttons, plus the power button, and this little wheel, very similar to the older mechanical iPod click wheels. That's much you see on this end. Move that down right there. Alright, now here's the fun part. Here's the inner part of the click wheel. You can see the 4 buttons right here. Looks like this part just snaps right off. Alright. It does appear that once that case has been removed, the main board looks like it should just pop right off. Oh, here it comes. You can see here is the back housing. Not so much to see here either. Here you have the interesting part, the main board. We have the LCD right here. So it's got some little clamps right there used to stay on the main board. Let's pop that right off. Let's see, the LCD appears to be attached to the main board. It seems to be soldered straight on, so unless you are extremely good with precise soldering iron, the LCD screens are not replaceable. Down here we see the charger / data port. Up here is the speaker, or the headphone jack rather, and you can see this little bronze goldish colored circle right here. This is the microphone. This is very similar to what you would find in, actually this is the exact microphone that you'd find in those cheap Chinese MP4 players, iPod knockoffs. It's the exact same thing, although I can't imagine needing a high quality microphone in an MP3 player. Other than that, there's not too much else to look at. You see there's like a little backup battery here. I assume that's to, in the event that the main battery should die, is to keep up all your settings and make sure you don't lose any of your memory, because it does use flash memory. We can see back here. Here's the points that connect to the battery. Let's see these flash memory chips. Looks like, yep. They actually pop right off. You can see that there's a little connection right here. I guess if you had a 8 GB Sansa that happened to be broken, and a 2 GB that was in good working order, you could swap out the memory chips quite easily. You can see here's the little micro SD card reader, and that's about it. Go ahead and put it back together now. Put the LCD right back where it snaps back on. Little mechanical click wheel back on. There it is. Actually, this part doesn't close. Go and slide that in there. Should pop right back in. Alright. Here's the button, the center button. You can see that looks like it fits right in there. Yep, there we go. Snap the front plate back on. Make sure everything clicks right. Yep, all buttons for work, hold switch. Everything's fine and dandy. Go ahead and put the 4 little screws back in. Alright, there's the back plane. Oh, and here is the flash memory, which for some reasons does not appear to be inside of the MP3 player. Alright, back open. You'll see me take it apart one more time. Put the flash memory on this time correctly. Let's see if it fits in right there. There we go. Everything's nice and snug. Alright, there we go. Now the other casing has been assembled correctly for a change. Stick the battery back in. Ooh, come on now. There it goes. Front casing snaps back on. Pop these screws back in. Alright, and that is the dissection of the SanDisk Sansa.